Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you manganese blue made with the pigment PB33, and I'm going to compare this color to possible alternatives, more specifically manganese blue hue, cerulean blue, and cerulean blue chromium. Alright, first of all, big thanks to Adeline for sending me this tube of manganese blue. Production for manganese blue PB33 stopped many years ago because the process of making this pigment is not good for the environment. So if you want to buy this paint nowadays, it's almost impossible because stocks for this has ran out many years ago. So this tube from Da Vinci is actually a mix of manganese blue and phthalocyanine PB15. Let me just use this tube wringer to push all the paint to the top. First thing I want to do is to wet the paper first. This sketchbook that I'm using, this is from St. Louis Art Supply. This is the first time I'm using manganese blue. A lot of artists like this color because of the granulation. I've actually used manganese blue hue from Daniel Smith and the look is kind of similar, but we'll see with a side-by-side comparison. And this is manganese blue hue made with the pigment PB15, which is supposed to be phthalo blue, a variation of phthalo blue. And this PB15 is formulated to look like manganese blue, but you can see the color, it's a bit different. So Daniel Smith's manganese blue hue looks more vibrant. Next we have Daniel Smith's cerulean blue PB35. This is very nice, although I prefer the cerulean blue chromium version. And this is cerulean blue chromium. Oops, I think I used too much paint. The color swatches are now dry. So out of the four colors, the most vibrant is manganese blue hue PB15 from Daniel Smith. Manganese blue PB33 looks kind of similar to cerulean blue chromium PB36. These four pigments are supposed to be granulating, but on this paper the granulation is not that obvious. I'm going to mix this color with some other colors and use this on a different paper to see if I can see the granulation more obviously. The paper that I'm using here is Fabriano Artistic Gold 100% cotton. So let's see if we can get some beautiful granulation here. For the buildings here, let's have purple. Too much paint. So this is mixed with, I'm not sure what, purple and manganese blue. Maybe I should switch to magenta. This is PR122 and manganese blue. So this purple is more vibrant. For the ground here, this is manganese blue and brown. You can see some color separation. This mix reminds me of cerulean and burnt sienna. We can paint this whole area here with the same mix as well. The tinting strength of manganese blue is not that high, so you do have to use a lot more paint to get the darker values. And because you have to use more paint, you're going to run out of paint very quickly. Let's have some green here. This is manganese blue with Hansa yellow medium, so you can get a yellow green. Let's add some red. So this sketch was painted with a lot of manganese blue. I used the paint from the tube onto the sky. I mixed it with some violet or magenta for this area here, and I mixed it with brown or an earth pigment to get the grays here. You can see slightly more granulation on this paper. I like to use a blue like this to mix with an earth pigment to get grays that look like this. I think this type of grays, they are very nice, very easy to mix. But usually I just use cerulean blue or manganese blue hue to mix with the earth color to get this gray. And this is manganese blue with some rose madder or some violet. I cannot remember the exact paint. I was actually expecting some sort of color separation. I was expecting the manganese blue to sink to the bottom, but here I don't really see that effect. This is manganese blue as well. Manganese blue with Hansa yellow medium. This is nice. And this is manganese blue with PR122 magenta. Again, I was expecting some sort of color separation here, but I don't see that. This is the type of color separation I'm talking about, where you can clearly see that two colors are used to create this mix. And here you can see the color separation as well. This is cerulean blue chromium. When you add cerulean blue chromium to a yellow, you can get a granulating green. I don't see any obvious granulation here for the green. Maybe again it's due to the paper. Manganese blue is a nice color. However, I do prefer manganese blue hue and cerulean blue chromium instead. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below what you think about this color. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye.